it's the morning of day 2. I'm currently leaving Bearpaw Backpackers Camp. Might be going past the fancy High Sierra camp, I'm not sure. I got to Bearpaw just as the last little bit of visible light was fading. I actually got into the edge of camp without my headlamp, and then I needed to immediately put on my headlamp. That's how close of a call it was, but I found a campsite. It was, I saw a lot of people yesterday. There were a couple big groups, and I thought Bearpaw would be really crowded, but it was just one group of 3 people, me and another guy. So, nice quiet night. Got a big day today. I need to go up Kaweah Gap, which after 2 miles of kinda up is major up. I'll be going to about a little over 10,000 feet. And then I'll be hovering at somewhere in the 9,000 range. Probably to 10,000 the most of the rest of the day. Which, not ideal because it's a good chance of afternoon thunderstorms, but that's my day. It starts off with a big, long climb. Since I live in, the deserty area of Southern California, I just love seeing this randomly along the trail. This water flowing. Got some good wildflowers here too. This isn't the main creek I'm looking for, but it's definitely a nice water source. And I think I saw the creek earlier. It's kind of around the bend. I think it's actually a little bit of a bigger waterfall. So, love hiking this area. We got the sun coming on those peaks. We got wildflowers and lots and lots of water sources that are, aesthetically pleasing too. So next stop is the creek. Okay, so this is actually Lone Pine Creek. It was kind of hidden in the folds of the mountain, but I'm really glad the Park Service put this bridge way out here in the backcountry, because yeah, that's a long way down. I don't know how you would have crossed this without a bridge. It's a nice cascade though. And then here's looking out onto the other side. So the waterfall I saw is just around the corner here. And I think that's Hamilton Creek instead of Lone Pine Creek. And that should be where I get water, because water from here is pretty inaccessible. So this is the waterfall I saw before from the trail, which is over there. And this is actually Hamilton Creek, which will go up to Hamilton Lakes, which I'm about to head to. But kind of a nice spot for refilling your water and taking breakfast. And we even have the sun kind of filtering through the tops of the mountain. This is another view of Hamilton Creek. Flows down into the pool, and then back that way where I was having breakfast. But really, really pretty. I just came from back this way. I think I've hit one of the first Hamilton lakes. So this one's a little one. I've been going through this trail up here. It's been absolutely gorgeous. It's starting to get up into the High Sierra with the beautiful scenery up there. Have little waterfalls coming down here. At Big Hamilton Lake you can actually camp, and that was going to be my original destination the first day, but I assumed I would be starting much earlier than I did. So should be getting to that soon, and I'm excited to see that lake. Just wow, that's spectacular. So this is Big Hamilton Lake. There's a waterfall leading into the lake, and it's nice and clear. That's beautiful. This whole area is gorgeous. So just again, This is really pretty and clear. And I think I was supposed to cross downstream, but it looks fairly shallow here. So I'll just cross here and kind of pick up with the rest of the trail. And there's my feet. Gorgeous. So pretty. Currently climbing up past Big Hamilton Lake. I need to head up to where there is still some residual snow there. There should be some lakes up there. I think that waterfall is Hamilton Gorge, and there should be a tunnel through that. But here's Big Hamilton Lake. And that's looking back out towards the direction I came. You can see it's pretty hazy because of that fire down south. But it's been a absolutely gorgeous day so far. And again, the goal is to make it to Kaweah Gap before any afternoon thunderstorms hit. So, still making my way up. Still going through just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. Alright, so I think I'm actually approaching the Gorge, Hamilton Gorge. Originally I kind of thought it was the waterfall over there, but again, it's one of these little folds in the mountain that I couldn't see. The reason I think it's the Gorge is because there is a little, concrete, piling. Ooh, you've got this stuff right here too. But there used to be a bridge here. But this is a big avalanche zone, so the bridge was wiped out pretty quickly. So the solution was a tunnel, which I should be approaching, I'm assuming just kind of around the bend here. But there's some ruins of what used to be a bridge. And actually, yeah, the other side of the bridge is right there. I can see the little concrete pilings as well. There used to be a bridge right over this gorge. I assume that's part of it too. So I'm just gonna go around and see what the solution is now. Let's see what we got. Alright, that looks like the solution there. It's a little tunnel through the gorge. That's where the waterfall is. Still need to kind of go up that way. But going through Hamilton Gorge. And if you get here too early in the year, I believe there is an ice chute on the other side of this. I know it lasted way into the summer last year, but as you can see right now, just a bunch of rocks. Marmot sighting. I just scared him out of his little hole. Now I gotta find him on the screen. He's up here. There he is. Got some glare on my screen. It's a marmot. That's how you know we're in high country. I usually only found at high elevations. They are funny looking beaver squirrels. But he was hiding out in a very clearly scenic location. Got a waterfall flowing right over the trail. There's a whole bunch of flowers. You can zoom in on the flowers underneath these gorgeous peaks, next to these other gorgeous peaks. So that was actually my second marmot sighting on the trip. That's the first one that stayed still long enough for me to bring out my camera. This is unbelievable. This is again, I gotta find it through my screen. A pika. Gosh, I hope it's in the middle there. It's basically like a oh, he's so cute. Trying to make sure I've got him in the screen though. It's a kind of like a rabbit. Oh, I see him now. A rabbit that has mouse ears. That's the best way I can describe him. But this is a pika. I'm really close to him right now. And they're only found at really high elevations too. Really freaking cute. He's right on the trail too. So I'm gonna let him do his thing a little bit. And then I need to keep going. Because I've got miles to do today. Very cute. Got another marmot sighting over here on that rock. Not sure if it's zooming in on them or not. Marmots and pikas up here. A couple other little critters too, but these are the high altitude ones. So I've made it to the very cool looking precipice lake. Down here is where it feeds down to Hamilton Lake, and I'm assuming all this snow melt feeds into Precipice Lake. So Kaweah Gap is kind of over here. I think I'm getting close to it. You can see the clouds are starting to form, so kind of want to get over that, and then we'll see what if the thunderstorms come or not on the other side. Here's that marmot again. See how close he lets me get. Sunbathing on that rock. There's somebody else who's chirping at me out here. But, guess he just doesn't want to give up his view. Hiking the section of trail before the gap. You can see from the water here, it started to drizzle a little bit. I was hoping to get to it before all this started, but it should be just kind of in front of me there. Just need to go up to get to it, and then I just passed some other hikers who told me afterwards it's nice and easy and downhill. So looking forward to that, because I've been climbing uphill at elevation for a long time. After what seemed like forever, finally approaching Kaweah Gap. It's, I believe, 10,700 feet in elevation. It was gorgeous to get here, but it was also pretty difficult. So, you can see it's a gap. I mean, that's where the mountain range comes down to this gap, and then you have this up here. And that's looking back on the really, really pretty high altitude section I came through that had all the grasses and the flowers and the little ponds. But now I finally get to go downhill. I'm so excited about going downhill. You can see that the clouds have kind of gathered, but made it past the gap and headed down. Just turned the corner and saw this. This is pretty exciting. I believe this might be Big Arroyo. I don't know if it's a canyon or valley or what, but looks like it's a nice valley. Ooh, look at these flowers. Those are pretty. Time to focus on what I was saying before. Looks like a nice valley with a gradual downhill slope. So beautiful and friendly to the legs. Dropping down into the valley through the baby pines. Look back. That's where we came from. The surrounding mountains. And just imagine this when it's sunny. Holy cow. The sun's peeking out. And look at this. I'm going to be following Big Arroyo. I don't know if it's creek, probably creek or river. Probably creek. Big Arroyo, which is what I think everything here is named after. But walking through, well, next to a creek and kind of around a valley. It's very pretty. Got another decent creek crossing. Starts right here. Trail came from this way through the pine trees. I've hit the pine trees again. Got some flowers, but got a legitimate creek crossing with some good flow. It's pretty cold, but gotta face into the current and pick your way through it. I made it to the campground at Big Arroyo Junction, next to the Big Arroyo Creek, and there's also a cute little ruin of a cabin here, from maybe somebody who used to live here. But the creek is running right here. I don't know if we can capture on the phone, but there's a waterfall, just a little tiny one just upstream too. I'm gonna take a quick break and refill my water and try to hop back on the trail and maybe try to make it to Moraine Lake today. That's 8 miles from here. Right now it's about 3:20, but you know, yesterday I was able to do like 11 miles, leaving just after 3 o'clock. So I think Moraine Lake is definitely a possibility for today. So taking a quick break. More creek crossings. I'm actually going to probably stop filming these. Creeks coming down here and on the other side, and this is literally the trail. So just got to make your way through it. This one doesn't have too hard of a flow. It's just wide. So like, you know, just when your shoes are getting dry, you got to get them wet again. I mean, these are so frequent, it really doesn't make sense to take your shoes off for it. But your shoes are wet, but you get tons of these wildflowers. And anytime there's water, it's just full of them. So this must be the washout I was warned about. Looks like the trail used to kind of do this, but there was less of that there. So per the ranger who gave me my permit's advice, kind of scrambled up this way, went across the rocks where they're a little flatter, and then came down here. So hopefully that's my only main obstacle today. I'm currently in the sun, but I'm hearing thunder all around me. So looks like there's a thunderstorm right here. You may have been able to hear that one. So I don't know what's going on with the thunderstorms, but I'm just going to keep a careful eye on them as I continue down the trail. So after walking Big Arroyo for several miles, which was uphill at 9,000, 10,000 feet elevation, I believe I'm on the Chigupa Plateau, and I just came across this really nice meadow. I love these high elevation meadows, and the trail goes through part of it. On this side there's a whole bunch of wildflowers. This is cool. So I'm going to turn this way. See that side of the meadow? And then around this way is the other side of the meadow. So I've made it to the junction for Moraine Lake. I don't know if you can see it. Which I was going to head to, which is another 2.5 miles, but I'm kind of looking around right here. I've got this nice meadow, but on the other side, I've been walking past a lot of durable flat surfaces for a while, so I think I'm actually just going to camp here for the night and not have to worry about making it to the lake, a lake I won't really be able to utilize. There's water nearby too, so yeah, I think I'm gonna take it easy tonight and just stay here. I have my own bear can. I don't need the bear boxes, so just need to go far enough back and find a flat, durable surface.